advertising programs that save you time, money, and give you great
Well, by golly, by gum, we're back. Happy Monday, 13th day of November, 2023. I'm Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on a Monday. Can't quite trust that day. Hope you had a good Veterans Day weekend. Weather didn't turn out too bad. In fact, all this week, the weather's going to be really quite benign. We're going to have more sunshine than clouds. Temperatures hovering right around normal. Pretty dry. We've had a very wet November, as you know by now. We've had about 3/4 of an inch of rain already this month, which is a lot. No real rain in the forecast, but next week, Thanksgiving week, some snow. It's possible. It's a little outside of being able to predict it accurately, but we will have the week's worth of weather from Mother Nature, who does these things. We will have the news and sports, the Chelan Goats. The girls volleyball team just rolls right along. Yet another state championship to put in their trophy case. We'll talk about that and how all the other high school prep teams did and all the other sports over the weekend in the playoffs. Some winners and some losers. We'll have all of that. Plus, we'll talk Seahawks and Kraken and Wild and everything else in sports. And in the back half of the program, they had their first week last week, and now they're going to do it again this weekend. The Wenatchee High School Choir Department and Theater Department putting on Anything Goes. The Cole Porter Classic Musical takes place on a ship during the 1930s. It's a good show. And if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to have another chance to do it this weekend. You're going to see and meet Libby Borst and Bowden Sorum. They are two of the lead character actors in Anything Goes. You're going to meet Libby and Bowden. And you're also going to talk to Don. Oh, you're not to. I did. Don McCormick, the director, alongside Paul Atwood of Anything Goes. So local theater rolls right along. We'll have that in the back half of the program, and we begin our tour around the valley. It's 36 degrees and a partly cloudy skies. Once again, we're going to give East Wenatchee quite a bit of love. That's the same angle we showed you on Friday. You can see the high clouds. It was a nice weekend. Saturday, we got up to 52. Yesterday, 44. It was considerably cooler. Our normal high is 45. So we're right about that. It's looking pretty good. Sunrise this morning now, 7:02. Sunset tonight, 4:27. That's 9 hours and 25 minutes of daylight as we take a look at the valley from our Wenatchee Heights camera, the Rock Island camera, high above the hamlet of Rock Island. You can see a few of the clouds and the fog hanging around there. It will burn off. It'll be kind of cloudy through mid-morning, and we'll say partly cloudy skies, and gradual clearing as the day progresses. And it's going to be a little bit warmer than normal, but not too much. Again, the whole week, weather-wise, is looking pretty quiet, all things considered. To the Columbia Basin we go. Good morning, Ephrata. It's a little foggy out there, we're told. Oh, you can actually see the layer of fog out in Ephrata. That camera just turned to color. By the way, it's 31 in Ephrata. You are the cold spot in our viewing area right now. Good morning to the seat of Grant County. And the Waterville camera should be a spectacular view. Check that out. That's our Waterville camera pointed out towards the Columbia River. That's pointed basically up towards Chelan. The butte is on the far right-hand side of your screen. Kind of cloudy, kind of gray because it's not light enough for that thing to change. But that is just a stunning view from our Waterville camera. So it's not too far from Waterville, about a mile south of Waterville. I mean, it's on top of a really tall tower, thus that incredible view from the seat of Douglas County, or close to it anyway. Temperatures this week from the National Weather Service. Take a look at where you live. This is a chance for you folks, say like in Moses Lake and Omak, places that we broadcast into. We have quite a sizable following who watch the NCW Life channel all over north central Washington, but we oftentimes don't focus on Moses Lake or Omak. So there you go. These are your high temperatures and low temperatures throughout the week. Pretty much right around normal, and pretty much quite a bit of sunshine for almost everybody. Snow level is going to get pretty low Tuesday night, but there's also no precipitation in the forecast. Let's get to it from the National Weather Service. Clouds this morning, some sun breaks this afternoon, right around 50. Again, after hitting 45 yesterday, and that's about 5 degrees above normal. Partly cloudy tonight, getting it right below freezing, 31 for the overnight low. Sunshine for everybody all day on Tuesday, but with a cool start to the day, it'll take us a little while to get to the mid-40s. But again, lots of sunshine. Now, the snow level Tuesday night goes all the way down to 2,200 feet, but there's also no chance of precipitation. So take it with what you can. Overnight low of about 31. To Wednesday we go, the middle of the week, the snow level goes back up to 3,200 feet, but well, again, we're not going to get anything. We'll have sunshine for the most part, about 47 or 48. Thursday, sunshine, 47. Friday, sunshine, 48. I'm liking this. Partly sunny Saturday, and then lots of clouds on Saturday night, spilling a little bit into Sunday. All in all, it's just really quiet weather. Nothing to be concerned about. That is the news. That's the news. Haven't done that yet. In fact, that's next on the agenda. Got ahead of myself. The news is next. You're watching a Monday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Left channel.
It's the music that revolutionized the sound of Christmas. Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. Celebrating the holiday spirit for over 35 years. Don't miss this holiday extravaganza. Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. America's favorite Christmas tradition.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a four-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
You even remember to water the house plants. I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Well, the clouds and the sun are having a little bit of a tug of war, but the sun's going to have the upper hand. In fact, quite a bit of sunshine, temperatures about normal, dry, very pleasant autumn weather for pretty much all of this week. It's 8 minutes after the hour. A man from Arlington is the prime suspect in the theft of a safe back in Manson. Apparently, it was a pretty big safe. It had guns, gold, and an estimated $20,000 in cash. Now, the burglary was reported in August, apparently after the safe was dragged out of the attached garage. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say through security footage, they connected the theft to 42-year-old Darren T. Shoemaker, who allegedly offered to sell some of the jewelry from the safe online. Police arrested Shoemaker at his Arlington home on Monday of last week. He's now free on $30,000 bond, but he's charged with 14 felonies, including burglary, trafficking in stolen property, and possession of a firearm. Chelan County Commissioners have closed Camas Creek Road. It's a rarely traveled road just west of Cashmere off of Brender Canyon. Public Works officials says the current wet weather that we had has made the road unsafe to travel between milepost 4 and milepost 7. Travelers can still access the open sections of Camas Creek Road from Highway 97. Camas Creek Road is rugged, not used a great deal this time of the year. County road crews plan to monitor the road, and they're going to reopen that section of Camas Creek Road when conditions improve. Jag Baines from Omak made reality TV show history last week. He is the first Sikh to win the CBS reality show Big Brother. He won it back on November 9th. The show, if you're not familiar with it, starts with 16 players who compete in various challenges under constant video surveillance. They want to become head of the household, and then weekly evictions take place through a vote of remaining house members. Baines is 25 years old. He owns a trucking company. He survived all the weekly evictions and was deemed by the Big Brother jury to have the most impressive gameplay in the household. So he is the winner, and he gets, by the way, $750,000. Not a bad payday. Happy Letters is a local nonprofit organization that spreads joyful correspondence through the valley. And Happy Letters teamed up with the students of Vale Elementary to write special letters to veterans in honor of Veterans Day. And we caught up with Happy Letters founder Tracy Pearson to learn more.
I started Happy Letters in 2015. I owned Tracy and Friends Preschool, and we were trying to figure out a way to teach the kids the importance of giving back. And we started with Happy Letters and making Happy Letters for different people in the community and spreading kindness within the Wenatchee Valley. So last year I worked with Jenny Davidson and Sean McKenna, and Jenny Davidson is the teacher of the leadership group here that made close to 1,400 Happy Letters. And this year it's Heidi Heel. So I'm really excited to be working with her too. Last year Jenny Davidson retired and Heidi Heel took Jenny's place. So I'm excited to be working with her and the students, because that's what it's all about, is these students and teachers who care enough to make these Happy Letters so we can get them out to people to create kindness and smiles. There's different businesses that have joined in too, like Gunderson Dental is now having Happy Letters in their waiting area. So it goes beyond the schools. There's businesses and organizations in the schools. It's just a lot of people coming together to make these Happy Letters. And I am so appreciative, because if we didn't have these kids in the schools, the students and the businesses, we wouldn't have all the Happy Letters to share with everyone. The first template that we started with is this, where they started making just drawings, and then we advanced into a true letter writing. Today they made Happy Letters for veterans, and all these Happy Letters I will take and send to different organizations like the VA clinic here in Wenatchee. I give to the American Legion with Linda Ingraham, who will then take these letters to different individual veterans.
One of the reasons that we decided to do Happy Letters for Veterans in the month of November is because of Veterans Day, but also because of gratitude. Our trade of the month is gratitude, and we thought it would be a really great tie-in to have us reflect on all the things that we're thankful for. And one of the things that we're definitely thankful for is our country and the things that we enjoy here in our country thanks to the service of our veterans.
And that is the news here on this Monday, and we will have a newscast for you as we always do Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. That's when it airs on television, 5, 6, and 10 right here on the NCW Life channel. If that doesn't work around your schedule, we know you're pretty busy. Our news is up and running on the web. You can watch it whenever you want to. Well, starting at about 5 o'clock, that's when we get it posted. And we'll post it on our homepage, ncwlife.com, on our Facebook page, and on our YouTube page. And if there's something out there that you think is newsworthy, you get a hold of us. Please send us an email. It's the best way to go about doing it, news@ncwlife.com. How did local high schools do in the state prep playoffs? A couple of them taking home some hardware. We'll have that with sports, plus the obscure holiday. Today in history, some celebrity birthdays. Mike McNaughty has an opinion, and the cast and the director of Anything Goes, the Wenatchee High School Choir and Theater Department musical, will be my guest in the back half of the program. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Bienvenido al Centro de Resolución de Conflictos. Brindamos servicios a los condados de Grant y Adams, ayudando a empresas y personas a resolver problemas difíciles. Ofrecemos ayuda con conflictos de trabajo, problemas residenciales y asuntos familiares. Podemos capacitar a su personal en habilidades de prevención y resolución de conflictos. Llámenos al 509-237-3705 para obtener más información.
Hey there folks, Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese blintz, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Mount Stewart Physical Therapy is all new. New staff, new therapists, and a fabulous new chiropractor. That's right, you do not need to drive to Wenatchee or Cashmere for your care. Come see Dr. Zolman, DC. No referral needed for most insurances. Open your auto and work injury claims with us, or fax your post-op and Medicare therapy prescriptions to us right here in town. We offer covered pelvic floor services. We are premium health care for the Upper Valley. Improve your quality of life today. Mount Stewart Integrative Therapy and Chiropractic.
Hi, I'm Jim Heinlein, owner at Springwater Insurance Group. And did you know that you can change your plans more than once with no health questions asked of you? Now, are you paying more than $149 per month? Let's consider changing that same plan, but at a lower monthly premium. So give us a call and we can answer all your questions with no obligation to change your coverage. Springwater Insurance agents are here to answer all your Medicare questions. Call us at 509-888-2600.
Quarter after the hour, the Chelan Lady Goats, champions of the state 1A volleyball world again. 4 trophies in a row now for Chelan in the Yakima Valley Sun Dome. They had a very good weekend. Straight set wins over Montesano and Lakeside on Friday. So Chelan moving into the championship match with a 3-0 win over Meridian. And in the championship, the Goats won the opener 25-15. Freeman came back to win the second set 25-18. Then it was all Chelan as they won the third set 25-20 and the fourth 25-23. Congratulations to those girls. Ellensburg lost its chance for a state 2A volleyball championship Friday with a 3-2 loss in the quarterfinals to eventual champion Ridgefield. But the Bulldogs bounced back with wins over Tumwater and Pullman on Saturday to take 5th place. For Ellensburg, it's the 11th state volleyball trophy in school history, the first since they finished runner-up back in 2019. Ephrata also came home with the trophy, 7th place at the 2A volleyball tournament. An opening round loss to Ridgefield, but then they came back to beat Washington, Shadle Park, and Black Hills to capture Ephrata's first trophy in 33 years. Cashmere came close to making the state 1A girls soccer Final Four, but Cashmere not close enough. The Bulldogs losing at home a hard-fought quarterfinal in Saturday, 1-0 to La Center, when with a loss, Cashmere season comes to an end. Okanagan also had its girls soccer season come to an end on Saturday in the 1B, 2B tournament. The Bulldogs losing to Kalama 3-0. 2 Caribou Trail League teams are still alive in the state 1A football championships. Cashmere scored 42 unanswered points. They beat Toppenish at home Friday 49-14. The Bulldogs advanced to the quarterfinals. They'll take on Seton Catholic at Leibofta Field at the Apple Bowl Saturday at 4 o'clock. OMAC also advanced to the quarterfinals with a 21-7 win at La Center. The Pioneers will play at Royal Friday night at 6 o'clock. Ephrata and Othello's seasons came to an end Saturday in the first round of the state 2A football tournament. The Tigers were shut out at North Kitsap 49-0. Othello losing at Enumclaw 49-12. Brewster's season came to an end in the first round of the state 2B football tournament. The Bears losing at Goldendale Friday afternoon 67-22. Goldendale advances to the quarterfinals. They'll take on Okanagan Saturday. Leibofta Field at the Apple Bowl at 1 o'clock. And the winds of promise blowing for Elmira Cooley Hardline and Moses Lake on Saturday. They beat Concrete 42-26 in the first round of the 1B football tournament. 40-mile-an-hour winds in Moses Lake, but it didn't matter. The Warriors advanced to play Mossy Rock. That'll be in Tenino Saturday at 12:30. And Welpinit, they won. They'll take on Liberty Bell at Leibofta Field at the Apple Bowl Saturday night at 7 o'clock. That's right, 3 games at the Apple Bowl on Saturday in the state tournament, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. The Wenatchee Wild's 8-game winning streak came to an end over the weekend in Alberta. Lethbridge taking down the Wild Friday 5-1. Evan Friesen tied the game early in the second period. All Hurricanes from there.
Isekai goes rink wide. Friesen a shot, scores! Puck free, and Arnson will clear it, but the puck hit the back bar, and the referee indicating a goal. And it's a tie game, 1-1. Wilkie gets it back in the corner for Svetlikov. A shot, he scores! That it was needed for Blake Svetlikov. His first and 6, and the Hurricanes are back in front, 2-1. Stephen Arp pulls away on the right wing, slipped it over. Fraser to the backhand, stopped by Mennigan. Tyson Zimmer, he'll delay at center ice and turn back before giving it away. Wood a steal, breakaway, shorthanded. Briley Wood stopped by Mennigan. McCutcheon shoots it back to the left point. Gazowski To the top, Doyle, return pass, Gazowski, lets a shot go, scores! In across the line, Gazowski high slot, couldn't shoot, just works it to the corner. 5 seconds to go, Noster centered, Gazowski scores! 5-1 the final. The Lethbridge Hurricanes can thank their goaltender. Harrison Menigan, 22 saves.
That was Friday night. Saturday in Medicine Hat. The Medicine Hat scored the first 2 goals, and they cruised from there. The final was 4-1. Once again, Mr. Friesen's his second goal of the weekend and his 8th of the season gave the Wild a little bit of hope against Medicine Hat, but they couldn't pull it off.
Van Mulligan trying to go out front. Here's a chance. One-timer. Friesen scores with 21.7 seconds left here in this first period. And the Tigers, who had that 2-1 lead, it's down to 1 as Evan Friesen will cash in.
Tigers look to get back in the offense.
Face-off win. Here's a shot. Basha scores! Didn't need a power play. Just needed Andrew Basha for goals in consecutive games. It's his 7th. And the Tigers regain a 2-goal lead. It's 3-1. Oasis Wiseblood have had a ton of different line mates. Here's another one. Shot scores! Hunter St. Martin off the bench. With 1:13 to go in the second, Tigers push their lead to 4-1. And now here come the Wild on a 2-on-1. Young to Sherbima. Breakaway, shorthanded. Great move. Somehow, Zach Sahara got a piece of it. What a save! Time is going to run out, and hot damn, the Medicine Hat Tigers for the first time this season have won 4 in a row with a 4-1 victory over the Wenatchee Wild.
And the Wild are back here in the big city Wednesday night. They'll take on the Tri-City Americans. 6 o'clock is when they'll drop the puck, by the way, Wednesday's game, sponsored by Localtel. Seattle Kraken continue to struggle in the early part of the NHL schedule on Saturday. Edmonton taking down the Kraken Saturday at Climate Pledge Arena. The final was 4-1. Jaden Schwartz found the back of the net, while Philip Grubauer struggled in net for Seattle. In fact, Grubauer was replaced after allowing 4 goals, and, well, yeah, that's never good. Seattle, by the way, is back home tonight at 7. They'll host the Colorado Avalanche on Root Sports Northwest. The Washington Huskies, 5th-ranked Huskies, the only team from our area to pick up a win in college football on Saturday. Their stingy defense clamped down on Utah in the second half. Huskies improved to 10-0. With a 35-28 win, Coach Kalen DeBoer was pleased about another win against another good opponent.
First of all, I'm really proud of our guys. Just tale of 2 halves there, really. Just, kind of a shootout the first half, and then the second half, both teams, especially the defenses, settling in. I thought we did a good job still just attacking and, found a way to put some points on the board. Came up short with the points on that last drive, which would have certainly sealed it a little easier for us, but proud of the fight, proud of the way that our guys just as a team come together when it matters most. And we knew Utah, they're a very good football team. We knew when you're the 2-time Pac-12 champions, you're not going to go away lightly, and we knew they'd bring everything they had, a lot of fight, and they did a nice job playing their game at times, and then, a couple wrinkles in as well.
That was the Huskies. For the Cougars, their 5-game losing streak became a 6-game losing streak on Saturday. They lost to Cal in Berkeley 42-39. Cougar coach Jake Dickert says Wazoo continues to figure out a way to grab defeat from the jaws of victory.
First, obviously, a disappointing outcome. I'm proud of our guys' fight. We're down 18. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. There was no quit. There was a belief. They kept fighting for it. And, but at the end of the day, we're finding new ways to lose football games. And that's, ultimately on me. And I'll take that ownership, and ball security is everything. And, but in all 3 phases, once again, we'll see things that we didn't do, we didn't execute, that we can control, that Cal took advantage of us and lost a tight football game. I mean, those are the reality of it. There's some bright spots. Leo Palasi, bright spot. Some of our defense at times better, right? But every critical moment, we got to be able to execute and do what we do and take care of the ball and take advantage of some opportunities that we were given tonight that we weren't in all 3 phases.
Elsewhere, Montana State, who's really good, they just demolished Eastern Washington 57-14. And Central Washington lost their final regular season game at Texas Permian Basin. They lost 42-14, but The Wildcats still qualify for the NCAA Division II championship. They will play at Western Colorado on Saturday. Jason Myers connected on 5 field goals Sunday. I'm no expert, but that's a lot of field goals, including the game winner as time expired, and they beat the Commanders 29-26. A pretty lackluster first half, and then Geno Smith caught fire in the second. He threw for 369 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He hit DK Metcalf on a big game to set up the game-winning field goal, and here's how it ended.
Need about the 35, 38-yard line to feel comfortable. Smith, ball down. He's got to get down. He's got it. Metcalf fighting.
You can't fight for
yards. He's got to hurry. 15 seconds and counting. They've got to unstack and spike it. Jason Myers for the Seattle win. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. Seattle wins it. 29-26. The final.
Coach Pete Carroll is always saying it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and he was pretty darn happy with the Seahawks in all 3 phases of their game.
This was a really impressive finish for us in this game. The basics of what happened is we didn't turn the ball over one time, and we were +1 for the day, which we didn't take advantage of. But to not turn it over, we need to go in that direction. We've been screwing it up for the last few weeks. It was a tough game the whole time. These guys have been kind of on a roll, feeling pretty good about themselves, and you know, for good reason. They've been putting some games back to back. They were very confident and played that way. So for us to finish like we did, I thought it was really impressive to see our offense, you know, finish scoring the last 3 times we had the ball. Geno did a fantastic job of leading us down the field, and the guys, Tyler and DK, made the big plays in there with a couple of cool runs by the young guys. I thought that was just a really impressive way to finish the game.
Seahawks improved to 6-3. Next up in Los Angeles to take on the Rams, 125 on Fox. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Monday. I could have chosen, but did not, for the obscure holiday Odd Socks Day, for people who like to wear socks that are odd. Today is National Huggy Musician Day. Today is National Indian Pudding Day. It's Sadie Hawkins Day. So, ladies, it's your turn to ask the guys out, flipping the roles there. But no, today is World Kindness Day. So we thought we'd throw up the logo of the North Central Washington Kindness Counts group, which is a really cool bunch of people getting together, just being nice. I have fun facts about kindness. Believe it or not, you can find this stuff if you look hard enough. Doing an act of kindness releases endorphins in your brain. It actually makes you feel good. Makes you, yeah, nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm all for endorphins. Studies have shown that performing acts of kindness of any kind will lower your blood pressure. Studies have shown that it stimulates serotonin in the brain. And of course, that means calming nerves, helping your physical wounds heal faster. We'd like that. A study finds that people who give to charity are happier than those people who don't give to charity. People over the age of 55 who volunteer to at least 2 nonprofit organizations on a regular basis have a 40% chance of living longer than people 55 or older who don't donate or do any volunteer work at all. And finally, people who are kind on a regular basis have a higher level of endurance in all phases of life. Be kind. It ain't that hard. Today is World Kindness Day today. I'll do my best with my coworkers, although some of them drive me nuts. 28 minutes after the hour. Today in history, the last known recorded eruption of that baby, Mount Rainier, happened on this date a long time ago, 180 years ago, November 13th, 1843. It was a slight eruption. It was a psst. That was it. Basically, it let in a little steam out of the kettle. But it's a friendly reminder that Mount Rainier is a volcano, and it's an active zone. We all know about Mount St. Helens back in 1980. And of course, there is unknown tons of glacial ice there. And geologists are all in agreement if Mount Rainier erupts anywhere close to the intensity of Mount St. Helens eruption back in May of 1980, if Mount Rainier does the same thing, or close to it, the entire cities of Enumclaw, Ording, Kent, Auburn, Puyallup, Sumner, and Renton would be just gone. about 80,000 people. They figure about 80,000 people would probably die if, in fact, Mount Rainier decided to wake up again. And a friendly reminder, it will eventually wake up again. It is a sleeping giant. Speaking of history in the Northwest, the Denny Party arrived at Alki Point on this date, November 13th, 1851. Turns out there were other people there, so they moved to the other side of Elliott Bay to what is now downtown Seattle, and they set up shop. And so if Seattle has a birthday, if it will, the Denny Party, who set up a much more successful trading post than their rivals at Alki Point, got going. The Denny Party made it at Alki Point, then they moved to the other side of Elliott Bay, set up shop, and Seattle was born on this date in 1851, so to speak. Happy 96th birthday to the Big Tube. The Holland Tunnel opens between New York and New Jersey, specifically Lower Manhattan. It was a vehicle tunnel. Amazing engineering feat. Took them a long time to build it. Took them 7 years to build it with these huge ventilation shafts, so the carbon monoxide would dissipate and you could actually breathe as you were going through it. 15 million people travel alone from New Jersey to Lower Manhattan via the Holland Tunnel every year. 15 million vehicles. That's just one way from New Jersey into Manhattan. And of course, the original toll back in 1927 when it opened was 50 cents. It's now $17, of course, to cross from New Jersey into Manhattan. And once again, it doesn't cost anything to go through the Holland Tunnel from Manhattan to New Jersey. So once again, it proves that you cannot be going to an unimportant place. Happy birthday to the Holland Tunnel. And 41 years ago today, it's hard to believe how controversial this memorial was, the design and the idea behind it. Now it's one of the most visited landmarks in all of our nation's capital. On this date in 1982, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial is dedicated. Thousands of Vietnam War veterans arrived. Those who are confirmed dead have a diamond shape next to their name. That means they died in Vietnam, and we know those whose status is unknown, either missing in action or their bodies were never found, they have a cross next to their name. And since the memorial opened on this date in 1982, they have added a little over 400 names to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, either from clerical errors, oh, this person died in Vietnam and we didn't find it, so we're going to put their name on the wall, or people who died after 1982 from injuries suffered in Vietnam. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial is dedicated on this date in 1982. Let's do some birthdays, heavenly birthdays. Edwin Booth is considered by many people, and I don't know, I wasn't around, to be the greatest actor of the 19th century, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Yes, Edwin Booth, whose brother John Wilkes Booth shot the President of the United States. However, in a strange twist of fate, in 1865, the same year that Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by Edwin Booth's brother, Edwin Booth saved the life of Robert Todd Lincoln, Lincoln's son. Robert Todd Lincoln had fallen between a train platform and a moving train, and Edwin Booth was able to reach down and pull him to safety before he was crushed to death. How's that for irony? The brother of John Wilkes Booth saved the life of the son of the president that he shot, Edwin Booth. Born this day in 1833, died in 1893 at the age of 59. And Louis Brandeis, the first Jewish member of the United States Supreme Court, was barely confirmed because he was Jewish. He was known as the People's Lawyer. Obviously, Brandeis University in Kentucky is named after him, and his writings with the court are must-read opinions, especially those relating to the First Amendment. Louis Brandeis, the People's Lawyer. It's 34 minutes after the hour. Still to come, an opinion from Mike Mad Dog McNaughty. You're going to hear from a couple of cast members of Anything Goes. The Wenatchee High School Choir Department and Theater Department putting together their musical. You can hear from Libby and Bowden. They're in the show. And Dawn, who directs the show. That interview is coming up. You're going to like that. And special thanks to our platinum sponsors, Alpine Air. Platinum sponsors not only of this program, but all of the great programming we try to offer you here on the NCW Life channel. All of the great programming and a couple of shows that aren't that good. Thank you, Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Mike McNaughty's opinion is next. You're watching a Monday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new midsize Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Stop by the Culinary Apple and elevate your cooking experience. With high-quality cookware, bakeware, and tools, you'll find just what you need. It's not too early to start thinking about the holidays. Pre-order your Apple gift packs and custom gift boxes now.
Located in the heart of downtown Chelan, Lake Chelan Sports is your best choice for outdoor apparel. Whether you're enjoying the lake or spending time with your family or simply relaxing, we have you covered. Welcome to Lake Chelan Sports.
Around here, Jack Frost nips more than just your nose. That's why people here drive Honda. Dependable all-wheel drive with traction control, with heated steering wheel and seats to keep Jack Frost off your seat, which will make it very happy. And since it's no fun to fill up in this weather, isn't it cool that Honda is known for legendary fuel efficiency? Great deals are here now, and so is Mr. Frost. So see your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
Tickets are on sale now for the Numerica Festival of Trees, a Christmas to remember. Presented by Numerica Credit Union. The 5-day festival is held November 15th through 19th. Has ticketed and free events for the whole family. Hurry, get tickets today for this swanky soiree on November 17th or 18th, presented by Confluence Health. Guests are encouraged to dress up and place bids on their favorite songs as professional dueling pianists play on center stage. Or if it's Tannenbaum trees you're looking for, the Tannenbaum auction on Sunday, November 19th, presented by Confluence Health and Blackburn Financial, is a casual, family-friendly event. Guests of all ages are invited to wander through the array of artificially designed 4 to 10-foot trees. Make it a heartwarming celebration of the holiday season for everyone to cherish. The Festival of Trees is the largest fundraiser for the Numerica PAC. Get tickets at numericapac.org/FOT today.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog McNutty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, I'm in the grocery store one Saturday morning, and I need to use a regular check stand, not the self-check thing. Now, guess what? There's no check stand open. Does this business not realize that the check stands are where their money comes in, and taking my money for their stuff is what they're in business for, isn't it? Well, isn't that the point of their business, for them to offer me stuff that I'm willing to give them money for? You know, I know there's issues with getting enough employees, but there are people who work in these local businesses who've told me that they need more hours, but they and other employees' hours are being cut and they can't get enough. Now, I got no problem with a business working to improve their bottom line, but is it getting to the point that some businesses seem to have forgotten that they are dependent on customers like me, customers who have other options? And if it gets to the point where a business priorities tip the scales to where they think they're doing me a favor to take my money, well, there's little question as to why some businesses go belly up. This is Mike Mad Dog McNutty, and that's my opinion.
Crystal's Intimate Lounge in downtown Leavenworth is a wonderful place to enjoy mouth-watering appetizers and drinks while socializing, watching sports, playing bingo, pull tabs, or simply relaxing while enjoying the breathtaking mountain views. Crystal's family-friendly restaurant has a warm environment to enhance your dining experience, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Crystal's restaurant, lounge, and event space is located 2 blocks west of downtown Leavenworth on Highway 2.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today. Somewhere behind these doors is a family member, often alone, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or some other disability, or providing care for a loved one who is not ill but only aging and no longer able to care for themselves. In the field of caregiving, this is the home front. For the home is where most Americans will live out their last days. Contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington for a variety of services, including caregiving, meals, and medication help. Welcome back to the program. Boy, the last couple of weeks we've been doing nothing but theater, which is fine by me. I like talking to theater folk because it makes me look good. It is an odd-numbered year, and that means for the Wenatchee High School Choir and Theater Department, they get the stage to themselves. Even-numbered years, of course, is the all-district musical, Anything Goes. The Cole Porter Classic Musical comes to the Wenatchee High School Auditorium. 2 weekends, wrapping up, I believe, on the 18th with 2 shows. Introduce yourself to our television family. We've got two of the big players in this baby.
My name's Bowden Sorum, and I play Elijah Whitney in the musical.
My name's Libby Borst, and I play Irma.
Elijah Whitney is kind of one of the protagonists, right? I mean, it centers around you. You're on the ship. You're off to make a big business trip, to make a deal.
A little bit, yeah. Some of the story is based off that I don't know that Billy's on the ship, and so I'm kind of traveling around like, oh, I don't know he's here, and he kind of sneaks around my back a couple times. Totally, yeah.
Great music. It's of course Cole Porter. It's fantastic stuff. Do you like getting to know songs that you probably would not even know what they are until this musical launched? And I'll let both of you.
Definitely. This was the kind of musical that like you listen to it a few times, you're like, wow, I'm not just doing this for a musical, like this is stuff that I would listen to just for fun. And then especially as learning the show and learning the music, it's fun music that like, oh, I might put this on repeat and learn it and actually listen to it for a while. So it's really fun to listen to for sure.
I love the jazzy aspect of it, and it feels very classic.
Well, Cole Porter was known for writing very accessible music. I mean, the lyrics are easy, and they're fairly easy to sing too, right? You both have numbers in the show that you're actually singing, and so it's nice to sing a song that's within your vocal range, right?
Yeah.
Such as, what do you get music-wise?
I sing Buddy Beware in the second act.
You get to chew up some scenery in that one, then.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're filming this Wednesday night. They're doing dress rehearsal. How's it going so far? Talk about the last few weeks since casting.
It's going pretty well. It seems like we're pulling things together as opening night is tomorrow. But things are always stressful the last week. It's like you're pulling, getting final details nailed down and getting the dances and knowing where you have to be at what time. But this is the point now where it feels like you're definitely, things are solidifying and we're ready to go, for sure.
Parents and teachers and volunteers are really what bring this together. We just get on stage and they do everything else, and it's just a big thank you to them for making all of it happen.
Casting was the first week in school, right? I think that right after school started is when they started casting this. So did you have any role in mind, or you said, I'm going to show up and I'm going to cast, and wherever the directors want to put me is fine by me?
I kind of went into it open. There's so many fun roles in the show, and everybody in the show currently does them amazingly. So, and wherever the directors put us, we're going to do well. So go into it with an open mind and just kind of see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun for me. I've never played a character like this, and so it's really fun to try something new.
So have you guys been in theater a long time?
I've been in theater since, I think my first show was in 5th grade, which the thing I always tell people is I wish I was in earlier, but it's definitely something that once you're in it, it's such a community and it's such a nice group of people, and you always want to come back.
So you did the all-district musical back then?
I did not. Oh, okay. I was part of Stage Kids.
Oh, Stage Kids, yeah.
Yeah, I did a couple shows with them.
Are you going to have a chance to go see Annie Jr. while it's playing, or are you guys going to be too busy here?
I think we'll be busy here.
We're wound up here.
Yeah.
But sending love to all of them.
Yeah. And what about yourself?
I did my very first play in kindergarten.
In kindergarten?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did my first district musical in 2nd grade, and I've done every single one since then.
Wow, so you did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and SpongeBob and all of those?
Yeah.
And you're still doing it?
This is my...
You gonna do it after school? I mean, when you graduate and move on?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because you're into it?
Yeah.
So are you both seniors?
I am.
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. So you're, what are you going to do after school? What's next for you?
I want to go into elementary education.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Get a specific grade you want to teach or anything?
I'm thinking 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
My mom is a teacher, and she's a really big inspiration to me, and all the teachers here are, like, just inspire me every day.
Why do you do this? I mean, you've been doing this since kindergarten. Were you dragged kicking and screaming by mom to you're doing theater, whether you like it or not, or did you say, I want to do this?
I mean, I've always been loud, so my mom said, go put that energy into something, and that's how I wound up, and I just love it. I am the most myself when I'm performing.
What about
yourself? I can so agree with that. I kind of stumbled upon it. Like I watched a few Stage Kids shows, and then I think the show I saw was when they did Bah Humbug. Okay. And I saw that and like, this is maybe something I want to do. And so signed up, and I don't want to go back to anything else now. Like this is my favorite thing.
When you guys are on stage and you're going through, again, dress rehearsals tonight, and you've both done this, so you're kind of veterans in that. Is there a certain point during the course of a production where you know you're doing good? You haven't screwed up a line, you fit your marks, you're hitting your notes, you go, man, I'm hot tonight, baby. I'm feeling good. Does it happen?
If I am smiling by intermission, then I'm good to go. Yeah.
Same question.
That's very true. Yeah, depending on the show, I mean, the complexity and the difficulty of the show, it might come earlier, it might come later in the process. This show has been a challenge, and so now I'm getting to, like, I've been at the point for a few days now where like I have the things down, and getting from one scene to the next, it's like, okay, I got this, I know where I need to be, and it's a very comforting feeling for sure.
What's going through your head? One more question, cut you loose. We got an interview with the director as well. 5 minutes before the curtain opens, you can hear the crowd milling about outside, the orchestra is warming up. You're ready to go 5 minutes before curtain time. What are you guys going? How are you prepping to take the stage and getting ready to do it?
We have a ritual. We all stand in a circle and we sing "The Lord Bless You," and it gets everybody's energy together and focused and reminded that no matter what, we love each other and we're here to have fun. Yeah.
Break a leg. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to
you.
interview your director when we come back. What do I need to know about her? Any questions I should ask her specifically?
She's awesome.
She's amazing.
Ask her what happens if you're late to class.
Oh, okay. Having never been tardy to class, I wouldn't know. Anything Goes, the great Cole Porter musical, and when we come back, we'll be interviewing the director right after this.
In today's environment, risk management assessment is a crucial process for your business. Risk assessment will identify, evaluate, and mitigate hazards. Don't let risk impact your business income, reputation, operations, and your overall success. We can give you peace of mind by transferring your business risks to the insurance providers. Call Stacy at August Edge Insurance today to schedule a risk management assessment for your business.
Welcome back to the program. Directing this year's production of Anything Goes is, well, the voice of the Cashmere Bulldogs, as far as I'm concerned. That means Don McCormick, Cashmere Football Friday. You don't get to, your mellifluous voice won't be booming over the public address system.
It's a little painful, I'm not going to lie.
But on the other hand, this is kind of a big thing, too.
This is another passion as well. So
Don McCormick, of course, it's a choir department production of Anything Goes. Talk about the process of choosing this classic Cole Porter musical for this year's production.
Well, I mean, several things go into it. Your upcoming student body, which we kind of know what our makeup is. Financial royalties, but also what's been gone on in the Valley for the last 5 years. You've got Leavenworth Summer Theater that runs 3 shows every year. You've got Eastmont, you have Cashmere, you have Stage Kids, you have music theater. So you're trying to fit something that, you know, hasn't been done recently.
And you can't do Oklahoma and the Sound of Music and the Music Man over and over again. You just can't.
No, you don't want to.
Yeah.
And we also try to do something that hasn't been done by Wenatchee High School before, too. So all those things go into figuring it out.
Well, we just interviewed two of your top thespians who are going to be taking the stage. They like the music of Cole Porter, and that makes me feel good because that's part of the great American songbook. From a music guy like myself, just getting these kids introduced to people like Cole Porter and Irving Berlin and the classic American composers is worth it right there to me. Your thoughts?
It is phenomenal. And, you know, I just feel like, I mean, Cole Porter, good music is good music. But you're right, it's not stuff that they would turn on and hear or anything. So it is so awesome to be able to put that in front of them. They love it, they dig it, and it just, you know, it just broadens that music education throughout with good music that they recognize, they get it, so it's phenomenal.
The show takes place on a ship overseas, so let's talk about costuming first. Was that a bit of a challenge to get the period outfits for the kids?
You know, I think that, well, we are really blessed with a lot of costuming here in our valley as well as our school. So that 30s, I mean, it's kind of revived again a little bit in the 60s.
Yes, everybody loved the Great Depression. It was so fun.
So, no, I wouldn't say it was really hard. What you have to get is that glam, that 30s glam, as far as making that period time. But as far as the suits and stuff, that's not as hard to get our hands on. The hairdos are kind of phenomenal. Like our moms are taking, almost all of our girls have long hair, and we're not I think we have one wig, but they're weaving it up and making them look like bobs, and it's
because that was the style of the 30s.
That was the style of the 30s, and you can't just say, could you go cut your hair into I mean, you can, but they're going to be like crying the whole way.
But my guess is for the set part of it, set building, makes it fair. I mean, the whole thing takes place on a ship.
Yep.
So does that help simplify things and help from a budgetary standpoint?
Oh, well, it does help. Yeah. You know, I mean, it is a big set, but that is predominantly the set, and then we have a couple of things that we roll on and roll off, but that does definitely help in finance.
You have a great cast. You got some good folks. You've already met a couple of the kids already. Cortez Martinez and Savannah Webb, I believe, did Mike Mignotti's show. You got Liam, you got Kay Devereaux, you got, we just talked to Bowden, of course. This is some good kids, some talented kids.
So talented, vocally, acting-wise, and that's another beauty of this musical is there's so many characters, and yes, you have your lead, but there are characters all over this ship where kids just get to shine, and we get to, you know, feature a lot of different faces and actors and voices, you know, so that's a fun part of this musical.
Was this easy to cast from that perspective? Because this process began, you chose it a long time ago.
Yep.
First week of school, I think, was casting, right?
We were casting, yeah.
Yeah. So was it? Talk about that.
It's never easy.
Yeah.
It's never easy because you have a lot of talent, and you have to. You know, there's subjectivity into it. This is where Paul and I go to battle. But it's you know, we always figure it out and feel like what we have done fits, and they're just doing, you know, there's some challenges, but that's part of the education process, you know, it's like getting kids out of their comfort zone. Well, they haven't played that type of role before, but it's fun, and so yeah, no, it's never an easy process.
It's Wednesday night as we tape this. Again, it's running for 2 weekends,
Yes.
This weekend, and then the 16th, 17th, and the 18th. 2 shows, by the way, on the 18th with the matinee. How much tweaking do you plan on doing after dress rehearsal? Dress rehearsals tonight, do you go straight through, no breaks, nobody says stop, just do this again? You act like it's a paid audience?
Yes.
And then you tweak?
And then we tweak.
Okay.
Yep. So you get some notes afterwards, and anything set-wise, you know, we can fix afterwards or tomorrow. And as far as with the pit, which is a full student pit, you know, you fix those things as well as you go along. I mean, hopefully we're all pretty tweaked right now,
Sure.
but those little things come up like, oh, we forgot about that set piece or that prop, or you're coming, you know, that. One of our biggest thing has been a quick change, which has been not so quick, so we've been tweaking that a lot today. So hopefully, but yeah, straight run through.
Does the general public have any idea the amount of hours that people put in for this thing? Not just you, You're a professional, you're an educator by design. I'm talking about the parents, the students, the set builders, the costumers, the lighting, everything. I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of hours to put this thing together.
I don't think, unless you've been involved, I don't even know if parents who have students involved understand the big picture. Unless you're in it, you don't realize the hours that parents are here painting and putting set together after the kids have rehearsed and running out to get this, that, or the other thing, getting materials, getting props, getting costuming, making costumes, adjusting. I mean, it's huge. And so, no, I don't know that that's necessarily what, they see this final product, or they drop their kids off and they know that their kids are putting in time, but I don't know that you see that full picture.
Well, there's one way you can see the full picture is come to the damn show.
Yes.
WHSpresents.com, WHSpresents.com. Well, all I did was Google anything goes Wenatchee High School, and first thing that popped right up. It's a great story, and the music is fantastic. And watch these kids. What is it in the water about? What is it about the Wenatchee Valley has this incredible theater community? Not just here, but it's everywhere. It's like, what's going on here? Is it the water? What are we doing?
I think it must be the water. It's stunning.
Dawn, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
Oh, yes.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Crown Furniture knows the most important part of a healthy and productive lifestyle is good quality sleep. The Englander Mattress Company is dedicated to manufacturing the best mattresses made in the USA. Englander chooses the finest materials made in the USA with a drive, dedication, and attention to detail, earning them a 99% satisfaction rating. Stop by Crown Furniture today on South Wenatchee Avenue and save up to 35% on select Englander mattresses.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa today.
Let Merry Maids custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee help. Merry Maids cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if only you had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties, Merry Maids, let us help.
A very nice autumnal morning is well underway now. Sun's been up for about an hour. We are at 37 degrees. It was 36 when this show began. So that's a little bit above normal for a normal overnight low. Other temperatures around the region, Ellensburg 36. Manson, the cold spot now at 32. Ephrata, you're checking in with 34. Still a tad foggy and misty, we're told, out in Ephrata. And Quincy, you're 35 degrees. Temperatures this week for the inland Northwest. We brought this up because it also has temperatures from areas that we don't really get a chance to talk about a great deal, even though they're in our viewing areas, specifically places like Moses Lake and Omak, and of course Pullman. We're huge in Pullman, like the #1 rated morning show in Pullman, so I'm told. Anyway, these are your highs and lows throughout the course of the week. It's going to be very benign, very quiet weather, really not a lot going on. A couple of weak weather systems in some locations, but really not affecting us. It's going to be seasonal temperature-wise and pretty dry and quite a bit of sunshine from the National Weather Service. It looks something like this. You see the high clouds already. It will be thinning out. We'll have some sunshine this afternoon, later in the day anyway. I'll top off at about 50, which is warmer than normal. Our normal high this time of the year is 45. Couple of clouds tonight, 31 for the overnight low. Bountiful sunshine Tuesday. Just a couple of clouds, that's about it, but it's not going to be particularly warm, about 46, right around normal or so. Tuesday night, although the snow level goes all the way down to 2,200 feet, there's also no precipitation in the forecast, so we're good to go there. 31 for the overnight low Tuesday night. To the middle of the week, Wednesday, partly sunny, high of about 47 or 48. Thursday, sunshine, about 47. I like this. Sunshine Friday and a high of about 48, and we'll be slightly above normal with a slight chance of rain this weekend. By the way, the early prognostications from the National Weather Service regarding Thanksgiving week, they say right now it'll be cooler with snow in the mountains and maybe on the valley floor. We shall see. That's it for us. Have yourself a great Monday. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Live It Up, the show where we explore and discuss how to take your life to that next level and beyond. We cover health, wealth, relationships, and how to create a life that feels good, because after all, that's what we want. We want to feel good. I'm your host and coach, Fletcher Ellingson. Today on the show, we'll be visiting with Pam Jenkins. I had the privilege of meeting Pam several months ago because I signed up for a dog training course, and Pam happened to be the instructor. And I'm so glad she was, because